WWE Hall of Fame is the night before WrestleMania, and I've been waiting for titles for a long time. I've been waiting out a little bit. It's a huge accomplishment, a huge name, huge names really. The fabulous Freebirds are going into the Hall of Fame, and it's about time, really. But before we go, I want to talk about the Freebirds that will not be going in. Much like the Horsemen, when they were inducted, not every Horseman was in because obviously that would have meant Benoit would have been in, would have meant Ole Anderson, but the thing with Vince doesn't work out. So let's talk about the ones that aren't going in. First of all, Iceman Parsons, people like the Angel of Death, Steve Cox, DDP, Sunshine Precious, Ray Gordy, who's the son of the late great Terry Gordy, who is being inducted. The ones that are inducted are very simple here. Michael P.S. Hayes, the late great Bam Bam Terry Gordy, Buddy Roberts, late great Buddy Roberts, and Jimmy Jam Garvin. Now, there is a list of accomplishments between all these men. We won't be able to go through all of them. But one thing we do want to talk about is the Freebird rule. For those who don't know what that is, basically, let's say for hypothetically, you're a stable, you have a tag team title. Any two members of that stable could defend those titles. Much like New Day could, much like the Spirit Squad did, much like the Beautiful People could have, on and on. But let's go into their accomplishments really quickly. And some of these will involve Bad Street. And when I say that, that is Brad Armstrong in a mask. He's also not being inducted, by the way. First off, for Georgia Championship Wrestling, and most of these will be Hayes and Gordy as well. For Georgia Championship Wrestling, the NWA National Tag Team Championships 3 times with Hayes and Gordy. The Georgia Championships with Hayes and Gordy once. For the Global Wrestling Federation, Tag Team Championships, Gordy and Garvin. For the NWA Mid-America Tag Titles with Hayes and Gordy, 2-time holders. For the UWF and Mid-South, 2-time Mid-South Tag Champions, once with Hayes and Gordy, once with Gordy and Roberts. Bam Gordy is a former UWF heavyweight champion. Roberts, a former television champion in UWF. For the WCW, World Championship Wrestling under the guise of the NWA, Michael P.S. Hayes, a former NWA United States heavyweight champion. Hayes and Garvin, former 2-time United States Tag Team Champions. They're rarely used. WCW, World 6-Man Tag Team titles, 1 time with Hayes, Garvin, and Bad Street, which again is Brad Armstrong in a mask. And the Mid-Atlantic / WCW Tag titles, 2 times with Hayes and Garvin. For World Class Championship Wrestling, a former NWA American Heavyweight Champion is Bam Bam Terry Gordy. 2 former American Tag title holders are Hayes and Gordy. 6-time World Class 6-Man Tag Team title holders. 5 times with Hayes, Gordy, and Roberts. Once with Gordy, Roberts, and Iceman Parsons. Former World Class Television Champion is Buddy Roberts. Buddy Roberts. The NWA Knuckles Championship, or otherwise known as the Brass Knuckles title, once by Terry Gordy. And the WCWA Texas Heavyweight Championship is Iceman Parsons, and of course the WWE Hall of Fame. But a lot of things we could talk about as well is Buddy Roberts, mostly NWA titles, Mid-Atlantic titles. Terry Gordy, probably widely known in all Japan as the partner of Dr. Steph D. Williams, former Triple Crown Heavyweight Champion, former World Tag Team Champion with Stan Hansen and Steve Williams in Japan. WCW and NWA Tag Champions. Jimmy Garvin, not related to Ron Garvin, but still a great person in the wrestling. And Michael Hayes, enough could be said about Michael Hayes. But the Freebirds are going to the Hall of Fame, and hopefully, the Von Erichs induct them, because that's the only way I can see this happening. It's the only way it makes sense to me. And, we'll just see what happens from here.